Hi, folks, and welcome to another Sonic Academy live show with me, Phil Johnston, and I'm joined with Chris. Joined by
Hello.
Chris.
Joined by. We never know whether it's joined with or joined by.
Joined with Chris.
What
Joined by
sounds
Chris.
joined by Chris? I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
how are you, Philip?
I'm good. How are
Good,
you?
good. I'm all right. I can't complain. Welcome along, everybody, to our Future Rave Takeover month, where we were everything Future Rave for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Ably guided by the maestro that is Protoculture.
Yeah. Nate, Chris, what is Future Rave?
Future Rave is a movement. It is kind of like it's inspired. It's kind of spearheaded by David Guetta, Morton, Shapov, Sander Van Dorn does a little bit of it. So it's kind of like it's Phil's main stage
Yes.
of about 4 or 5 years ago.
Tiny bit cooler, isn't it? It's got like
Yeah.
sort of cooler, sort of synth ravey riffs. I quite like it, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit slower. It feels a bit slightly sort of trance main stage, slower, cooler, trying to take sort of cues from rave culture.
Yeah.
And lots of little sawtooth arpeggiated not acid, but sort of riffs and stuff. So it's really, really, really enjoyed it. Armin van Buuren did a big track. We have a Spotify playlist that you can go and listen to if you want to get involved in Future Rave. Anybody out there making it? Anybody out there enjoying it? Anybody out there? This is something you want to do. It's kind of a new genre that we thought we'd dive into and have a
It
look
seems
at.
to be bubbling up. It's interesting to see because it hasn't been like a sort of a big new genre in a while. There's obviously been tech house, which has been going on for a long while, but it's sort of morphing and progressing more than like anything big sort of coming out of it. So it's interesting to have a new genre that is sort of got a specific sound for first time in a while.
And jumped on by a lot of the big guys very early on. So Guetta's on it, Armin van Buuren's on it, Sander Van Dorn's on it. Really
Good crossover potential, would you
yeah,
say?
yep. I think big sound of Ibiza this year and big festival sound. It's very punchy, very sort of driven impact. We do have a Nana 2 preset pack built for this course. So 50 of these really brilliant presets made.
Leads,
So-
basses,
Yeah,
all the good stuff.
all the effects and all that stuff. So if you want to go and check that out, head over to sonicacademy.com and have a look.
Cool.
So,
What else has been happening with Takeover month? As it
Takeover. So Nate did a brilliant sound design. So he went through that Spotify playlist which Phil just showed you there, and he started picking out the sort of key elements from all the tracks. And this is something good to do. If you go to our synthwave one and do this, so what we'll do is we'll list about 10 tracks and then we'll dissect them and go, right, what's the sort of common things happening across these 10 tracks that sort of say this is what the genre is. This is the mission statement of the genre. So he went and built some plucks, and he goes into really cool detail about sort of the envelopes and the noise and adding in subs. He listened to the Armin one and went, well, they've actually got a sub going on in this lead, which is a bit unusual. So really, really cool. And then he did the how to make, and he based it on, if you show me the playlist, I can't remember the name of the track. The name of the track is Armin van Buuren. What's the first one there?
There's Let's Rave. I think he did. He sort of
Yes,
there's a couple of elements from a couple of tracks, isn't there? I think there's a bit of Let's Rave and then a bit of the Shapov one as well.
Yep.
I think
So
they're the sort of two he sort of used for inspiration.
So, welcome along to our usuals. Mark Anthony's here. Hello, Majestic Pillow, DJ Mac, Abraham Clark, and of course Tech Like looking after the forums. And in the background, we have Will running everything. So, hopefully, we have been having some audio issues, haven't we, Philip?
We have indeed. Same as last time, but we used to use Black Hole, which was crashing quite frequently, and we switched to Audio Mover's new one, Omnibus, which seems a little more stable, but I suspect it's maybe down to I've got a new studio iMac yoke. So while it's been perfect in every other regard, it just seems to be this particular issue. But it's easily fixed, so as long as we keep on top of it, we should be fine.
So the sound might go, the DAW audio might go a little bit distorted, but we've discovered a change in the buffer in Ableton corrects it. So bear with if it does go a little bit distorted. We will try and fix it very quickly. Some more people. Pink Pamplemousse, thank you very much for submitting your track. Lane Groove, hi, welcome along, everyone. So we have asked people to send in some of their remixes so far, and we will go through and help them. There is 500 quid cash to be won.
Yeah.
500 quid smackaroonies. I would get your remixes in because there's a very good chance you could win. People are asking me, Philip.
There is a second and third prize as well. Didn't we do that last time?
There is second and third prize. I don't know if they're cash. I think they're
it's just
store vouchers
and plugins, possibly.
Plugins. Yeah, we'll give you a kick if you don't have it, and I think maybe a year subscription and a store voucher to go and spend.
Yeah.
People are asking me what sort of remixes are we looking for?
I think anything really. Obviously.
With one caveat.
What is your caveat?
It has to sound like the original. We'll have to be able to tell it's the original. Don't give us an R&B track without anything.
I mean, I suppose it is an interesting question in that, do you want it, would a tech house track with those riffs work? I don't know. What about a breaks track?
Yeah. That's we're not looking just for a future rave, I think. I suppose the problem is we'll let you do whatever you want, just be creative, but it has to relate to the original.
Yeah.
If you were doing this for a label, they would obviously know what audience they want, so they would go, give us a tech house mix or give us a trance mix or give us this type of mix.
Yeah.
Because it's a remix competition, it's a bit more open. We are looking for creativity and stuff as well. We're judging this on, what's the arrangement like? Have you understood? Do the parts all work together? Have you got a decent mix? It doesn't have to be a perfect mix. We just want to hear that you have a good understanding of how to put things together and sound design. So we're not looking for total perfection.
And we're happy to help with mix downs, with mastering and stuff like that. If we see a track that is 90% there with loads of creativity and lots of potential, but maybe just isn't quite finished off, we're happy to, do that.
Somebody's asking, basically sample the main hook. Be creative. So I'm hoping the deadline gets extended, as I've only just realised there was a comp yesterday. What do you think about that, Phil?
Well, we're supposed to be doing a live show next week to announce the winners, but I suppose we potentially could put it back a week and give an extra week on the... I don't see that causing any major issues. Should we do a poll?
Well, hold on. That was going to be my next. We've got a poll up top saying, would you like a Sonic Academy Discord channel or prefer the regular forums? How do you vote for that? I don't understand how you vote. Do you write yes?
I think it should be a pop-up for people that aren't us, maybe.
I don't know.
If people can confirm that they can see the poll.
Yeah, because we're sort of admins, we can see the poll, but we don't know how to vote it. We'd love to know, would you like a Discord? Would you like old forums? Would you like something like that? With Discord, we can actually maybe invite people in via audio. And
yes, I think that the two things have happened with Discord recently. Obviously, they've it's been going for a while. It's getting more popular, but they've added now the ability to switch a channel into a forum.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the problems that we had as an organization with using Discord was that if people are asking technical questions, those questions would just get lost, which is why we use a forum. So if someone asks a question, it's there for all time for people to search. And it means if something doesn't get answered right away on normal Discord, it just gets lost. So now that they have forums, it makes a lot more sense if we were to switch that we can do stuff like that. So there's Potential there, yeah. And obviously, I use it a lot personally with my friends for Xbox gaming and stuff like that. And it's easy to use, works really well, and there's a lot of features. There are some good APIs and stuff that we should be able to hook it into the site, have separate subscriber areas, and see stuff like that. So it's something we will consider. We will keep considering, and if there's enough momentum from the user base, we'll definitely
listen. definitely
Yeah,
isn't.
take a look.
Still no votes, so I don't think anybody's. It says our poll complete. Maybe the poll's over.
Well, see, I did make a new poll, didn't I?
You did, but it says complete. I don't know. Anyway, so
Oh
look,
yeah, poll. Someone must have. You ended the poll, didn't you, Chris?
I
You
didn't.
accidentally ended the poll. Okay, I'm going to make a new poll. This will be the third poll. I'll try and get it right this time.
Right, I'll fill while I will fill while Phil fills a new poll. So yeah, we're going to go through some of your submissions. Some people don't read emails. I was told not to say this, but I'm going to say it. You sent in tracks that aren't remixes.
I think this is the problem. I think maybe are we too close to the
Yes.
sort of the how to make for people to actually get remixes finished and stuff like that. Maybe we need to push this section of our events
Later.
out a week so people have more time.
A few people are hoping the deadline gets extended, as I only realised. Oh no, somebody else. Synthwave comp, I only had a day to do something as I was halfway through another something else. So yeah, please extend. So okay, few people asking for extensions.
Yeah.
Dom Kane, you can't vote. No, go away. Welcome along, Dom.
Yeah.
Oh, here, hold on.
Hey,
Right,
we
hold
go.
on.
Hey, we're
What's
Discord. Happening?
Yes, I can. On my phone, I can do it.
Yeah.
Regular forms.
It's
whipping
It's
ass.
whipping ass already.
There you go. So will we have a listen to some
Yeah, let's
tracks?
go for it. Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch this now.
Right.
I'm going to switch it back.
Okay.
So
Okay,
we've got 2 tracks from Costa Green, so I'll just keep them together because they're actually short. They're more sort of snippets. I guess it's just sort of how far he has got in these, so we can just have a listen.
Mm-hmm. Now this is great. This relates to the original. It's got a slightly different take on it. It sounds dark and heavy. It's in, it's all working.
Nice heavy drop. Is the kick a bit clicky for you, or is that?
The kicks.
It's got like it's lacking a bit of mids to me. Like low mids.
Some sort of thump. It's lacking the thump. Yeah, it just needs to change out the kick, but the drop and all works, and you can.
Yeah.
It's very main stagey.
And where would you take? Obviously, this is just a part of a track. So, where would you take this? Does it need to drop down again? And
No, I think
I'm not sure about those wee bits.
You need to play with the riff now.
Do those work for you? Those whip, 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 whip. A bit out of time.
I think the idea is kind of there, but the timing needs to be tighter.
Yeah, I think with those type of sounds, because they're sort of doing a whoop, you can like put them on a pre note, so they're like whipping up as it goes up. Like if you imagine if you're playing the guitar or whatever, if you actually look at the the waveforms, if someone's playing tightly, that you're always plucking before, if you know what I mean, because you're almost scraping. So it sounds like that as well. So it's like a whoop.
So you're shifting pre-16th.
Yeah,
forward,
you're shifting the wee bit forward.
So the whip is happening.
Another good example would be like a
slide,
a string. Like a violin. So you get the wee scrape first. So you could just bring them. You just have to do it by ear, really. I would say.
Okay.
So that's the first idea, and then I would say you would take that into a breakdown and.
But yeah,
you just had a breakdown, have you?
Yeah. So 2 decent sections. Bit of thump in the kick. I like his percussionist hats and all. I really like the sort of shuffle of them.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. The hats have a shuffly vibe, but that whoop 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 sounds straight to me. Does it sound straight to you? Oh no, it's a bit of a shuffle on it.
Yep. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So who's that from? Sorry.
Cost of grain. That let me see. Can I see the name there?
No.
I did actually write all the usernames on the thing.
Okay.
I'm going to show and finder. I think that might be his username.
Cost of Green. Okay, he's been too. Yeah. Okay. Next up.
Yeah, another one by him.
Right. 500 quid in the pocket.
Something sounded a tune a wee bit there.
Yeah, I like that, but
that wonkiness gives it a darker edge, you think?
Yeah. Like his play on the reverbs, you can hear them sucking in and out.
Really like that hi-hat. That's like really funky.
Yeah, it definitely is a groove. All good, atmospheric, all big, but I still lacks a little bit of punch for me in that one. You know, it's pretty similar one. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's very low. It's very. It just needs a bit more chest, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but both kicks sound quite scooped in that sort of 200 range. You just need to add a bit of that back in, I think.
I think it's probably somebody panicking about kick and bass being in. Clashing frequencies. Whoa, betide, we have a clashing frequency.
Yeah,
I
was listening to the playlist earlier and trying to figure out. I think it's especially the Let's Rave track. It's just it's such a great mix, and the way they're using sort of reverb and side chaining just to get that sort of energy in the track. It's like swells and stuff like that. I was trying to think how are they doing it, because it's not like the whole track's over compressed, because you would sort of hear that. So they must be doing a lot of side chaining with different elements, maybe like the reverb side chained against itself again, or the reverb side chained against the lead and stuff. I'm sure Nate covered a lot of that in the thing, but just the way they've got it balanced in that first track's lovely. If you want some reference points to sort of how sort of chunky the track can sound with with the reverbs in the right spot and stuff.
I think it's all about the reverbs, this track, isn't it? Oh, not all about the reverbs, but it's a big
genre. Yeah,
there's a big element of reverbs. So what have we got next?
Pink Pamplemousse.
I think he's in the chat.
He is, yeah.
Say hello, Mr. Pink, if indeed that is your real name. See, nice punchy kick. That's got the...
Yeah, it's got a bit more of that mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing as well, if it kicks too super subby on a sound system, it can really overpower everything else.
It just becomes flabby, doesn't it? Yeah. Don't say flabby in front of us.
I love this. Love it. Great.
And it works so well. It's so bizarre. How did you think of that idea? How did you think, you know what? Spanish guitars would work in there. Listen to that. That's great.
Brilliant build up. Love that fill.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, fills are awesome.
Very clever, very clever. This is what we're looking for. This is good. This is inventive. Getting some love on the chat. Getting some love on the chat. Everyone likes the guitars.
Yeah. Of the maracas in the background.
And it's sort of, it lends itself to Ibiza, Spanish.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And even that riff. This is. Ah, great. This is good, this is good.
Just building and building, great.
I'm turning it up, Come on!
Nice bass line moving it as well.
Mr. Pamplemousse, if you're in the chat, come on, say hello. Yeah.
That's the stuff there, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
excellent job. I mean, I can't think of anything that I would critique about that. Really, it's
inventive. It's, where you got this, as Don Kim says, the guitar shouldn't work, but they actually do.
Yeah.
It might be one of those things going, I might be so stupid here, but I'm going to try it. And then you go.
But that's exactly the sort of thing that, you know, if you're trying to get your track to stand out from other tracks, that's exactly the type of thing, you know. I'm not saying everyone go and cram like Spanish guitars in their tracks, because 99% of the time it's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
But that sounds phenomenal. I really like that. I'm trying to think of something to say that's like, what would you do differently? But I really don't think there's.
I can totally see this on main stage at what's the big festival 2 weekends in Belgium,
Tomorrowland and stuff. And
that's the one. And people, however, every time I look at Tomorrowland, don't the crowd look always bored? They're always like going.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like, come on. So,
it's maybe because they've been there for like too long.
3 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, that's
great. Yeah,
that
great
is
track.
that's the bar. If you're going to submit a mix, go and have a listen to that and go, right, we need to get there, because that is ticking all the boxes of what we're looking for. So,
yes,
excellent,
very well done. Discord poll is still not doing well. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just gamers and.
Because there's somebody said
I actually played the guitar. I heard it in my head.
Oh, right.
You played that in? Wow.
I heard it in my head the first time. I'm glad you like it. Well done. Never been to this channel before. Randomly played it after a song. Personally, I hate Discord. I think it's idiotic.
What's this?
It's something about Discord. You can achieve similar things with other methods. Mostly are more user friendly. I thought everybody would have been down for Discord. There you go.
It's a kids thing, isn't it? I think it's more the youth.
Okay, are we all old? Is everyone old?
I think we might be old. Yeah, give us a shout out. How old are you? Let's test our audience.
Yeah,
type your age in the chat. I'll start.
Will you? Okay, you start. You do yours first.
If I can remember. I might be too old to even remember.
We should do a poll. Guess my age.
There we go.
Right. Phil, 46. You're nearly 50, man. Oh, this is crazy.
I'll go to 23. That's good. It's good to see the people. Oh, 32. Oh, yeah. 34. It's lies. 49 is the new 21. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. There you go. I saw the Ramones in the first UK tour. There you go, Rick G. You're older than us. So
I saw Nirvana live
in the King's Hall.
Yeah, in the King's Hall. Yeah,
we had that gig.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. 14, brilliant. I was.
Oh man, that's amazing. There you go. So
no, I progressed to 46. Will, I think you're a year behind. Maybe you're 46 and you just forgot.
What do you just Dom Kane? Does everybody think?
I don't know.
I know. I think you told me. Let me see.
Okay, so that was the 3 actual remixes we got this week.
Yeah.
Should we listen to some non-remixes, or are we banning all? There's one I'd like to listen to because it's a really nice track.
Okay, well, put the really nice track on.
Grey Fox, Way It Feels.
Right.
Give us a shout if you're in the group, Grey Fox. I'd like to know where you got the vocal, if it's a sample pack or you got someone to sing it, because it's real nice.
Okay.
Can you hear that? Oh, turned up.
Yep. Oh, this is nice.
Isn't it?
Very low though. Can you turn it up? Oh, that's a bit abrupt.
Yes. You're doing that. You want to be a bit of a fill now. Boom. Something.
Dennis, I'm presuming from the chat, is this yours? Where did you get the vocal from? Just want to know, is it? Have you written the vocal? Is it something you know? Is it from a sample pack? Because it's really nice.
Oh, it's not him.
Was not me. Sorry, Dennis. I think the riff's right, but it's just very abrupt and a bit in your face.
Yeah, it can be a bit more finessed. It's sort of quite aggressive sounding.
Because all this is lovely and soft and floaty and dreamy, and we're in the moment, and then to put sledgehammer on your... I think the sound is wrong.
Yeah.
It needs to be maybe more plucky and a bit nicer. It's a bit distorted and nasty, isn't it? But the vocals brilliant.
Yeah, vocals really good. Super nice atmospheres, and yeah, just that riff. I quite like it's got a sort of a percussive element to it. I think if you just sort of brought that down in the mix and then added maybe a softer sort of saw or a pluck, and then balance the two of them just to sort of make it a bit more pretty. I think you would get I mean, if you're going to have that riff, then you build up, not drop it into your drop or something, and if you wanted something more aggressive, just the way it's quite a sharp transition, isn't it?
You can physically see it being loud.
Yeah.
And that, I kind of think it's something we're always trying to hammer home. Get the sound design right at the start, work on your sounds, that the part is right.
Yeah.
So there's 2 elements you have to get right, is the sound and the part, and getting both of those right is key to getting really great sounding tracks. Is sometimes you have a great part and not the right sound. Sometimes you have a great sound and the part's not great. So it's working on both those elements.
The other thing I would say is this section, it doesn't change much in that. Hold on, I'll go back to my computer. It doesn't change much in this section or this section. If you think of back to even Pink Pumple Moose, how many sort of transitions and stuff are going on, and elements that are changing. And I guess when people are putting a demo up, they maybe haven't got to that stage where they're changing and moving stuff. But you want, see the way it's like a square thing.
Yeah.
You always want progression. Let's have a look at the waveforms here. You can sort of see with the RMS value that it's always sort of moving up,
down, and then back up. So you've got this sort of almost funnel. And
yeah, these are sort of more on the beat. There is stuff changing there actually. That's the vocal coming in.
But the vocal's very hooky. She sounds great. The lyrical content and stuff is really, really good. I would. When's Progressive House feedback?
That's another poll we should probably do at some point. For our next. Oh, we know what our next one is, don't we?
We do. In fact, as we're on air, I have got my guy in LA who is having sound card issues, but he's texting me going, "I fixed it. It's all working.
Yeah.
I'm starting to record." So do you want to announce it?
Yes, we can announce that. Yeah.
So we are going to do disco pop next. I'm going to joke you. No, we're doing techno. We're doing what we're terming fast baseline techno. So kind of really pumpy.
It's the sort of main room stuff that's sort of bubbling over now, with the sort of digga bass lines.
Yes, we have a playlist built already for that, and we've been pumping it out to McVaughn, who's done a course for us a few years back. So, big LA producer, American producer in the techno scene. We're going to reach out to some big techno guys to try and get interviews.
Yeah,
we did reach out to the likes of Oscar Umek and Sander Van Doorn, just with Summer Festival and stuff. We couldn't make it work, but we did manage to grab a few words from the man himself, the godfather of Future Rave, David Guetta.
Is that actually on the site now?
That is on the site now.
Oh,
so it is.
Let me have a look at that. Where would one find such
gifts?
If
you let's guide everyone ably to find where it is. So call up your computer screen there, Philip.
Okay, let me get this here.
And you go on the Takeover, see down the left-hand side?
Yeah.
There.
Yes.
Click on that.
Yes.
And then...
Week 2 interviews.
Yeah.
Oh, David Guetta.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
What inspired you to start your Future Rave journey? As a DJ, I was inspired in an impossible situation. That's what he sounds like. I don't know.
He is French, very much French. So
I have to say, I'm a big fan of Dave Guetta. I think he's a very lovely guy, and his tracks are awesome. So
David has always been very, very, very kind to us with time and chats away to us. So he was only too happy to do a Future Rave interview for us. So
very cool guy.
So look. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, we loved it. So next takeover we're going to do is techno, fast baseline techno. Again, going to be a big remix competition. We're going to get some.
Before we go, are we going to extend the remix competition?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Okay.
Is that okay? Is everyone cool? I think. Now on the poll.
Yes.
Mr. Discord is fighting back here.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. Got up a wee bit.
Yeah,
Still only a third.
Still only a third.
I should say that in Discord that there are now regular forums, so you can actually, create normal forums along with the Discord thing. So whether that makes a difference or not, we'll keep an eye on that.
Okay. Well, the Pink Pamplemousse, this is something we maybe look at is in between our takeovers are kind of happening every second month, and the month in between, we might just do like you might pick a genre and just do a course, and just a very simple course and a remix competition. That would be something. Can't be giving away 500 quid every month though. So.
Maybe.
So maybe. Okay. So.
Is that it? We don't want to hear any more tracks. Yeah.
Do you want to hear any more tracks? Was there anything you wanted to
There was no
discuss?
other in the genre, really. The other tracks were a bit outside. Should we do like a couple more?
Okay, go for it.
Let's do a couple more. Let's go this one. This was sort of a finished track. I suppose this is kind of in the genre. Not a subscriber, though.
Sock P.
Good vibes though. Nice
Good vibes,
atmosphere.
yeah.
Did you say this is Future Rave?
There's that progression, so the filter's opening up, it's getting bigger. Nice track, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that a Future Rave track? What is?
This could be right for a Future Rave remix.
Got that soy sound. Oh, nice.
Nice. Nice track, Phil.
Yeah.
Nice track, isn't it?
It's got good vibes. Yeah, cool track. Really crying out for a vocal.
Should
Think
really
in
go
those tracks.
and do the remix because he would be in with a shout.
Yeah. You don't need to be a subscriber, do you?
I can't hear you, Phil.
You can't hear me. You can't hear me.
Oh,
Why can you not hear me?
everything broken.
Did we break something? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Nod your head if you can hear me. You can hear me, so I'll hold the fort here while you
Yeah,
while you sort out your audio problems.
I think just finish it up. Can you hear me?
So guys, listen, I think that's what we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear both.
What?
Oh, maybe it's me. It's done something, have I?
I think I'm going. My mic's coming through on the thing, so it's just you. It's maybe Skype for you, is it, Chrissy? Have you pressed mute accidentally? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? This is not good. It's not working.
Okay, I can't hear anything.
No, you can't hear anything?
Let me just check audio video settings.
Okay, I'm going to play the next track anyway, so we can have a listen and see what that is. Totally different vibe. This is more like a groovy house thing. So.
It's like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever, said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked out my life, why you walk out my life? Balloons are deflating. Yes, they look lifeless like me.
Ah,
We miss you
got a call.
on your side
Can you hear me?
of the bed.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I can.
Still got your things here. They stare at me like souvenirs.
What do you think of this?
Don't wanna let you off my head. Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought.
It's a good track. Again, I'd be interested to know whether that's a sampled vocal or
Yeah.
or an original, because it makes such a massive difference, doesn't it? Like if that's something you've gone out, recorded yourself, and it's an original vocal, does it make it a better track? Is that like, how do you feel about that, Chris?
Yeah. Well, I suppose when we're reviewing it, if it's from a sample pack, there is some certain skill, and a lot of producers struggle with making music around a vocal.
Yeah.
So there is a skill in that, but there's an even bigger skill in going and writing a big
a song and
song. Yeah. So, but yeah.
And what do you? I mean, what is? Surely there. We've done vocal sample packs ourselves, and obviously there's a bunch on Splice. How does it work with, So say 4 people have used the same vocal from a pack. Who owns the copyright of that song? Nobody.
Well, you've sampled. It's like using a sample in a track, so it's still, you can't all claim the vocal, if you know what I mean. So you still,
Yeah.
it is there are companies out there that will sell you one off, so you don't have anybody.
I like a top line.
Yeah. So you can browse and buy the top line for, I think they cost like 300-400 quid.
Yeah.
So,
cool track that. I would like to know a bit more about it if the user was on the chat.
Pardon?
Sorry, didn't mean to burp there. But yeah.
And in that bombshell.
Yeah.
So
what was this? Let me see. I had this one in. So let's see what it is.
okay, share your screen with me there.
So another vocal there. I mean. Another great vocal. Do you know about that riff? It's a bit much.
Yeah. I think because the bass line's doing the same sort of thing, there's no difference.
Yeah.
We have just a couple of courses that we have coming up on that is Bluff Monkey's going to do a course on call and response, so kind of, which is going to be interesting. What do you call? Kirk DeGiorgio did a post last week on Facebook about tuning kick drums and got a huge response.
Yeah.
So he's doing a course on to tune a kick drum or not to tune a kick drum.
It's a very good question.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, as you say there, that I think the main riff should be thinner. Should be shorter, maybe, or something, to make it more that sort of Future Rave sound, and then your bass lines, you just want, to sort of keep it different.
I think the two of them together do. It's too machine gunny.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see where we go.
A quick question. Oh.
Yeah.
Quick question, maybe daft question, but how do you go about getting a vocal from a well-known release track to remix? Do people just parrot, not keen, or to call it a bootleg? Yeah, you can get extraction software. We actually have a course calling How to Demix, and that shows you King and goes through some of the sort of more popular ways of stripping out vocals or drums or samples.
Isotope, isn't it? Isotope.
Yeah.
What's it called? RX is the sort of the go-to for doing.
There's another brilliant new one called, is it RipX?
Right. Okay.
Called? And its algorithms are really, really good. So you can't. I don't know whether you mean legally or technically.
Yeah, I mean legally it's a totally different ballgame. There is a website, isn't there? I can't remember what it's called, that has parts for normal artist tracks that you can go and remix. You download them and then you can you're free to release them. Obviously the publishing goes to them or whatever, but there is a website, I can't remember what it's called at the minute, but normally speaking, if you do a cover style remix, you need it cleared by the label, the publisher.
Yeah, and they can refuse. They can say no.
Yeah, it can be really hard to get in touch. Generally speaking, you need to be on a label and have a manager that's going to do that for you, because people generally don't want just randoms doing covers of their tracks.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Guys, thank you very much for all tuning in this evening. It was a pleasure again. Welcome. Say goodbye to Dennis, to Chris Francis, to Deepak, to Ben Doyle, to Woodman, to Tekalites, Pink Papamus. Thank you very much for the great remix. Please get your remixes in. We'll extend it for 1 week. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Can't say further than that. And so we'll not do the live show next week. We'll do it the week after. Is that what we're going to do?
I think that's what we'll do. Yeah. Well, we need to be able to announce the winners, don't we? So
yes, we have some big news about Anna coming up. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a special live show about Anna multi-sampling, will we?
Yes,
We could
yes,
fit that in next week if that's what we're
yes.
going to do. If
Yeah, we could do a live show showing. Now, I've got Protoculture doing a course on how to use it, but it'd be nice to just show off some of the features. We've been working how many years on this?
2 years, I think.
2 years, and it really expands Anna into something spectacular. So the poll,
Yeah. We'll end the poll.
60-40, Phil. 60-40. That makes it more. Oh,
59-40.
how does that work? Is there 1%?
Yeah.
Dislike? I'm not sure how that works.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. That's been fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get a beer and some food.
Oh, well done. Well done. There you go, guys. See us all next week, maybe for Anna MS, or the week after for the announcing of the winners. Get all your remixes in now!
Cool, bye.